Hey everyone, we are Leen and Wim, a couple from Belgium. Last summer we set out on a crazy adventure, cycling all the way from Belgium to Croatia. We biked 1,600 kilometers through 7 countries, and with every border the journey changed. We rode under burning sun and into cold, relentless rain. We climbed mountains we hadn't planned for and fixed bikes we didn't expect to break. Some days tested our bodies, others pushed our minds. Each night brought a new place to rest and a story worth telling. Belgium to Croatia, 20 days and one unforgettable road. This is not just a journey, this is our journey, and it's only just begun. We leave the Murnauer Moos behind, not without a twinge of reluctance. It has been a gentle place to ride through and an even gentler place to sleep. Near Olat, our route comes to an abrupt halt at a narrow wooden footbridge. Beside it sits an old sluice gate, guarded by 2 enormous iron cogwheels, rusted stiff above the softly flowing water. It turns out to be a historic water control structure, once operated by hand to regulate the level of the river. The wheels have stood idle for so long that even the water no longer expects anything from them, but their presence lends the little bridge a rugged, almost heroic air. The bridge looks solid enough, but our bikes are simply too wide for its narrow passage. We sigh, turn around and set off in search of a detour. Wim installs an app on his phone that allows him to scan mountain peaks. All he has to do is point his screen at the surrounding range and, as if by magic, names and elevations pop into view. A neat little gadget that somehow makes the scenery even more impressive. Not that Wim really needed extra visual stimulation today. With all those athletic women in lycra flying past us uphill, he had already enjoyed more than his fair share of fine views.
help us duwen, schat, naar de kant.
Our first flat of the trip presents itself today, not on our bikes thankfully, but on a car that pulls over just in front of us. We stop and offer our help. The driver politely declines, assuring us he's fine. Perhaps he fears that our idea of roadside assistance involves removing 2 wheels and adding pedals. Along the Isar, the stones glow pale white and the water shines blue-green, clear as polished glass. We leave the asphalt behind and slip into the forest near Rietboden. The world changes key, light is filtered, sound softened, as if we have crossed into a parallel realm where everything moves a little slower and behaves a little kinder. The gravel track rises and falls in lazy waves, winding through the landscape as though it has never quite made up its mind about where it's going. We are more than happy to follow wherever it leads. Along the way we stop at a spring. The water is icy cold. We dip our heads under it, laughing at the shock, the sudden jolt of life. Not long after, we cross the Isar. The river rushes beneath us. We look at each other and know it instantly. This is a threshold, and indeed it is. Austria. Just like that. No fanfare, no gate, no checkpoint. Just a bridge. But we know where we are, so we take a selfie to mark the moment properly. Just past the border, the ride settles into a quiet confidence. From Scharnitz to Seefeld, we follow a broad gravel track that has been leading people uphill for centuries, gently but persistently climbing towards the plateau above. Scharnitz sits at the edge of the Karwendel, Austria's largest nature park, and once you leave the village behind, the world simplifies. Forest presses in, the valley narrows, and the climb unfolds at a civilized pace. Nothing steep, nothing dramatic, just a steady gain in height that allows your thoughts to wander while your legs do the work. We roll into Seefeld in Tirol and are almost immediately seated with cold beers in front of us, served by a smiling woman in a dirndl who makes the moment feel reassuringly local. Later we set out to find our Airbnb. It doesn't take long before the door closes behind us and the outside world falls quiet. I cook a generous plate of pasta, we eat, we slow down and go to sleep under the calm, approving gaze of a silent guardian on the wall.